the live broadcast of the second T20 between Sri Lanka and New Zealand at the Sara Oval in Colombo.
It's time for the toss for this second T20I between Sri Lanka women and New Zealand women here at Sara Oval. I have the two captains with me, Chamari Athapattu of Sri Lanka, Sophie Devine of New Zealand, and the ICC match referee, Michelle Pereira. The home team skipper, Chamari, will now give it a spin.
Yes, is the call? Yes, it is,
Sophie has won the toss once again. Sophie, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl first today.
So Chamari Athapattu, Gunaratna, Samara Vikrama, De Silva, Sanjeevani.
On the bench for New Zealand, they've got one change as well. Fran Jonas coming into the side instead of Hannah Rowe. So they've strengthened their spin bowling attack.
Carson has a very good economy rate of just 5.45. A mix up, and did the cross. What happened there? I thought that was not good communication at all between the two batters. 2.5 overs, 10 for 1. Chamari Athapattu has been run out. Harshika Samaravikrama into the crease. Beautifully off the mark, driven through the offside. That's a good shot. Pace now. With bowler, she's bowler. A big have the proper technique, and that was not a good shot, especially after you have just lost your captain.
Yeah, Tahuhu this time. Just plenty of width for Vishmi Gunaratna, and her eyes lit up, looking for that booming drive, but just only able to get the inside edge, and it's back onto the stumps. Put a lot of faith in. Beginning to repay it. Big appeal for Tahuhu, and that's given. It's a massive wicket once again.
Kavisha Dilhari, she was in a tangle. There you go, that looked out. That would have crashed into a off stump, I feel. Was it probably outside the off stump? I think that would have been an umpire's call at the end. That seemed a good decision. Kavisha Dilhari out without scoring. Sri Lanka 14 for 3 for this team.
That's straight through everything, and it's gone down to the boundary. Lucky runs for Sri Lanka. Bye is called by the umpire.
So you could expect the shorter one. There it is. Nicely controlled. Very good shot.
Oh, that's a wonderful stroke from Hasini Pereira. That's her first boundary.
Predictable as possible. So quick bowling changes. Oh, looking to go. Oh, that she got the gap. She's batting beautifully at the moment. Got a good piece of that one, Pereira.
She has the option of going over extra cover, which she does. There you go. I thought she will pick that area. That's a good shot. That's a clever batting by Hasini Pereira. Another good hit. Once again going aerial. And she's out caught though. But Hasini Pereira, 33 of 35, played well until this moment.
Yeah, a nice safe catch from deep square leg fielder there. Didn't have a lot to do, but got there smartly, kept her eyes on the ball. And New Zealand have broken the big Sri Lankan partnership. Hasini Pereira, who looked so good during her 33. They can. It's a powerful stroke. That's a very powerful sweep shot from Nilakshi De Silva.
Really good games in the T20 series. Big appeal, and she picks up the crucial wicket of Harshita Samaravikrama to the last stage of their innings.
Yeah, that was pushed through. Right in front. No doubt about that. That was a relatively easy decision for the umpire. When you consider... Oh, that's been hit powerfully. That's gone the distance. And that has cleared the boundary by a long way. That's a terrific hit.
Yeah, great shot from Anushka Sanjeevani. That's another good shot, this time from Nilakshi De Silva, and she bisects the gap.
Well, that's a no ball. She had to re-bowl that, and 5 runs. Yeah, it's off the bat from the boundary. Oh, that's up in the air. Comfortably taken. Go for the White Ferns. Last batter in, and this is how the last wicket fell. Again, lack of speed. Spliced it really. Wasn't off the middle of the bat, but watching all the way to her hand. That's good technique to take a high catch. ST
Coming up. Yeah, one run to finish the innings for Sri Lanka. But those 3 early wickets, I think, really put them on the back foot. But Hasini Pereira and Harshita Samaravikrama put on a really good partnership in those middle overs after the rain break.
It comes to the bowling card. Casper went for 3 overs, 28. Apart from her, you could have made a case for pretty much all the bowlers, really. Fran opened the bowling, nothing in the wickets column. So is Sophie, just the 1 over.
And Asni Pereira having a long partnership, but here's the first ball of the second innings. Just tapped it down to mid-on that time. This time stays in her crease and lifts it over that mid-on fielder. Had to reach a little bit for that one. That was pitched wide of stump. Down the track, this time from Bernadine Bezuidenhout, and she
Picked up regular wickets.
Good hit. Very good hit. Taking instincts as a skipper and try and buy a wicket. Oh, there's a top edge. That's well played. Didn't have the length that she wanted. It was a bit too full, but she still had the bottom hand.
In successful. Oh, is that an opportunity? It was way from the wicket keeper. Difficult one. Would run down to the boundary.
Terrific shot. Magnificent feet.
Coffee. That's out. That's out. I mentioned a couple of deliveries ago, when Bernadine is on strike, something is going to happen. Way down the track. And this time the wicketkeeper makes no mistake.
Once again, Bernadine getting out after getting a start, Ricky. I think even in the ODIs we saw a couple of times getting to 20s, but unable to hammer home her superiority.
Get those singles. Don't get a tie down at one end. Oh, big hike across the line. That was not a good shot though, right through the wicket keeper. Will be interesting to see the call of the umpires. There was a bottom edge on that one.
down the track, and she's hit that quite hard. The fielder down there at long on was in the game for a little bit on their crease and tried to play from there mostly. Another powerful shot from Susie Bates. That one splits the gap beautifully. The long on fielder was in play again, and deep mid wicket was rushing there too, but it bisected them almost perfectly. Moment. But Bates, brilliant shot there.
Susie Bates now up to 46 or 44 deliveries, is the player with most number of half centuries in women's T20Is, and that's once again brilliantly paddled away by Amelia Kerr. She finds the boundary. I think whatever they've brought up, New Zealand have really played it well. It's a beautiful shot by Amelia Kerr through the gap on the offside. I think that's one of the few boundaries we've seen on the offside in this partnership. So they've played the field really well.
Taking on the Sri Lankan bowling. It has been a dominant performance so far with the bat. Chamari Athapattu bringing herself on into the attack, trying to get a wicket, trying to do something. And what a half century. 50 of 50 to Susie Bates. Well played. Continuing the good form on this tour to the experienced world-class Susie Bates. Yes, at one stage the required run rate was well over 6 runs per over as well, Gamini. That's in the air though. This could be a wicket. This time Susie Bates trying to hike it probably over mid-wicket, playing against the turn of Inoka Ranavira.
And this time, Ranavira having the final say. That was a lot slower. And Susie, one of very rare shots in her innings, looking to break her wrist towards the mid-wicket. And that one spun. But nevertheless, she's done the bulk of the work for the New Zealanders to get through the line here. Get over the line, I should say.
He's brilliant all-rounder, Amelia Kerr for New Zealand. And there you go. Finishes off in style indeed. Just chipping it over the bowler's head. Picks up that single. And they are home, New Zealand. This time it took them 18.4 overs. One delivery less than the first T20. But what a win. 8 wickets. Comfortable at the end, Gamini.
ODI, this series has been played in good spirit between both teams. And now it would have been a hard, where they wanted to be around 140 to 150 and they finish at 118. Bernadine got a start again, 24 off 21. Susie Bates was magnificent. 52 off 53.
5 extras in that innings. Udeshika was outstanding, economical. 4 overs for just 12 runs.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the post-match presentation of the second T20I game between Sri Lanka women and New Zealand women. First of all, I would like to speak to the losing captain, Sri Lanka, Chamari Athapattu. Chamari, another hard game for you all. Where did Sri Lanka lose this game again?
Actually, I got out in first 2 overs. The main reason that, and I think 118 runs is not enough for defend. So especially in these conditions, at least we have 140, 145 because New Zealand has good batting lineup. So yeah, our bowling department done really good today, but unfortunately batters doing some more mistakes today. So we have to adjust these conditions for next games.
Next, we'd like to speak to the winning captain, Sophie Devine. Sophie, again, a good all-round performance from your team. What good things did you all do, especially in this game?
Oh, look, I thought Leah Tahuhu was outstanding with the ball. It's obviously pretty spinner-friendly, so for a pace bowler to be able to pick up a couple of key wickets was really, really crucial. And then with the bat, Susie again playing anchor and then Melly being able to bat around her. So pleasing all-round performance.
Then we have the player of the match. To give away the player of the match award, I would like to invite His Excellency, the New Zealand High Commissioner for Sri Lanka, Mr. Michael Appleton, for her brilliant bowling performance, 4 wickets for just 21 runs. The player of the match in this second T20I International, Leah Tahuhu. Yeah, first of all, congratulations in winning the Player of the Match award. On a spin-friendly wicket, a fast bowler taking 4 wickets, how pleased are you?
Yeah, really happy with that. Obviously, we went away after the first game and talked about how we as pace bowlers can be effective, so it was nice to go out there and execute some of that today. How's
been the tour so far for you, individually and as a team as well?
Yeah, I think it's been good. It's been obviously a lot of learnings and playing in some different conditions from Gaul to what we're now playing on here in Colombo, so we've had to adapt quickly and I think we've done that quite nicely.
Thanks, Leah. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
So that's it from the post-match presentation.
There you go, that's the match summary. Sri Lanka put into bat just 118 once again, losing at the Batu earlier. Hasini Perera batted well for a 33, Harshika Samaravikrama 23, Nilakshi De Silva 22. So 12-0 now in favour of New Zealand. T20 internationals, 12 played, all 12 to New Zealand.